Look, I expect apologies from each and every one of those people in the flock who hated on EDC because this man is in his bag in these off seasons. Let's get it. Let's go. And Cameron's here on spring break.
Yeah, I'm here.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your host, your Couch Rider Raven. This is my main man, my best friend.
The mini Raven.
My minion, part-time Raven, full-time Chief, apparently.
Yep.
Cameron Lockett. Say what's up, man.
Hi.
It's spring break, so you still celebrating the Chiefs' victories and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. But you're a Raven at heart, right? No? Okay, no comment. No comment. Anyway, thanks for coming through. And make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. You want to support the channel?
The Ravens are my second team.
Okay, so apparently it's the backup team for things when they go wrong with the Chiefs this year because we're going all the way. Tell me. Anyway, so that includes beating the mess out the Chiefs when it comes up to this regular season game. It's going to be in Kansas City, and I think we're going to go. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, you can do so just simply by subscribing or liking, or that you can hit this little cash up in that top corner over there, because all proceeds will go to this dude over here and whatever new habit he happens to be into that particular day. There's a lot of people in the room today. Thanks for coming through.
I'm still into Fortnite.
Oh, okay, you're still in the Fortnite. So apparently it's going to go to V-Bucks. Good times. But since you're here in the room, hey, do us a favor. Go ahead and comment, because, I mean, it's fun. And we're doing it live, so we want to see who's here. And the first person here is Kenny D, a Steelers fan, y'all. He says, my, oh my, how the tide has turned.
He commented that before the show started.
I mean, I feel like, because of him, we need to go ahead and put together today's motivational quote. A bad system can destroy good people. Yeah, so, we got a good player like Queen, he does well in our system. But will he do as well in the system of the Steelers with his current performance? I mean, who knows? It may not be as good of a system
What in the world?
as Baltimore. Just saying. All right. I thought I saw Delicious in the building. I did. He said, what's up, Couch Rider Cam? Big Cam and crew for the Ravens back up. Yes. So we up, but I don't know what's up with this like flu stuff or how it works. But I was down last week, or was it the week before? I was down the week before with sickness. And I think it was last week. Majority of last week, Friday, and then all the way through Monday, Tuesday. I missed a lot of work. It sucked. I had to
and I would have gone to school on Monday, Tuesday, and today, if not for me catching something from him.
Yeah. So sickness has been around. Valentine's Day. I got every excuse in the world like that, but we back. We back. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. Missed each one of y'all. And Wesley Slip, man. Hey, do me a favor, hit the like button to subscribe and smack that bell, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. And like I said, you hadn't commented yet, go ahead and comment. We want to see who is here. We got like 17 people here. I'm like, that's what's up. All right. Wesley says, I hope we get our offensive line straightened out in the draft. I think so, too. I think this is one of those times. Yes, I know wide receiver is a need, but we need the most power-packed offensive lineman we can possibly find. And I mean ones that support the ground game like crazy. We got a loss today. We'll talk about some of those losses real quick. and we'll talk about some of the transactions that happened. I mean, I'll just bring them up real quick so we can see what we got so far. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all saw some of
So,
the fake business from Jason Lockham 4
so
out there today, but this is the legit stuff from Z.
our cut slash trade is our Bowser or Morgan Moses is Gus Edwards, Geno Stone, and Devin Duvernay, and Ronald Darby, John Simpson, and Delshon Phillips, Tyler Ott, and Patrick Queen.
Yeah, some significant losses. I mean, when it comes to losing Bowser, I know some people feel a certain type of way about Bowser and what he was able to bring to the team. I thought for sure he was one of the better outside linebackers out there, but just healthy. Health is an issue. Health is an issue. I think when it comes to Ott, we knew that was coming. When we get a long snapper who was there to be a replacement, okay, understandable. Losing Morgan Moses and Simpson, I was like kind of ticked about. We need an offensive line. We don't have offensive line. We can't protect Lamar. Guess what Lamar can't do if he's not protected?
He can't do his thing.
He can't do his thing.
Now, let me ask you a question. And according to the title, the Ravens bring in a king. Who is this king exactly?
He wants to know who the king is. Oh my goodness! I was gonna say this for a little bit later, but you setting them up. We knocking them down, man. Let's go ahead. So this is what we need this offensive line to protect. King Henry. This is the baddest running back around. At least he was a couple of years ago. We're catching the backside of him, but pause. We're catching the downhill side for King Henry, but he's still an excellent runner. I think he still had 1,100 yards last year rushing. Dude is a beast. People fear this dude. They are not man enough when it comes to running up trying to tackle this dude. Nobody wants to tackle this dude one-on-one in open space. He will steal your soul. He is taking people and choke slam them across the room worse than WWE wrestlers. It is serious. When Lamar gets this guy the ball, when it comes to read option, it's going to be on and popping. All right, so we got some people in the room. Let's pay some bills. Let's see.
Hey, we got $5.
We'll get to that in just a second. Brooke says, hey. And then Wesley says, do you think Clowney is coming back? Let's hope. I think this guy is one of those dudes who's like, he's looking for that good franchise, the perfect franchise to go chase a ring with. He knows that this AFC team from last year was one that was phenomenal. If we reload, and I know a lot of people thought like, oh, we lost our top running or our top middle linebacker, which I was like, yeah, y'all tripping. And they said we lost one of our top safety, or we lost our top safety. I'm like, not y'all really tripping. They're like, we lost some good players, but they were not our best at those positions. Let's just be clear. All right, Wesley says Jason Lockett 4 is a Derrick Henry hater. Jason Lockett 4, Jason Lockcap 4 is probably one of the people who spreads more false information out there than anything. So anything that comes out of his mouth, including the Debo talk, because I just heard about the Debo talk for a trade. I want it to be true, but it's coming from Jason Lockett 4 as far as the source. So don't believe that. Don't get your helps up too high. Delicious says, no disrespect, but I was okay with losing tires. Yeah, I feel you. Kenny D, man, we appreciate you. You over here dropping the funds over here, man. So he says, Cameron, you want to read that?
Wait, which one?
Read the green right here.
On behalf of all the Steelers Nation invading, we would like to thank the Ravens for their best player, Mr. Queen, and send you this token of thanks. Okay, first of all, Lamar is the best player on the Ravens. Second of all, nobody insults us like that.
Kennedy, we appreciate the funds. We know that that's not our best player. And, I feel that our Ravens fans, they may feel a certain way about it. They said, bye, bum. So I'm sorry about you, but that's how they feel about Queen right now. We felt like it was a betrayal. A downright, full-on betrayal. Because this dude just wants to be the bad guy. He wants to be the bad guy so bad. He wants to follow in Judon's path and go to the enemy. Matt Judon a couple years
Me?
ago, Cameron. No, Matt Judon.
Okay. You pointed at me when you said that.
So Judon, a few years back, he was supposed to sign back with us. Jameson Harrison, I think he just.
I'm guessing he did it.
Jameson, who works for ESPN, kind of screwed up the whole deal. He went through, started tweeting stuff before he had all the right information. Queen called him out on it. Queen got ticked at Baltimore in general because the deals weren't even going where he wanted it to go. Excuse me, not Queen, Judon. And then Judon called up the Patriots. Patriots invited him to town. And next thing you know, he signed with the New England Patriots. Everybody was like, this dude's a bad guy. We can't stand him. We're annoyed with him. And this is the same situation. Queen has talent, no doubt. Judon had talent, no doubt. Were they top of the talent in the league?
No.
No, they weren't top talent in the league. Was Queen anything before Roquan Smith got there? He was meh. He kept missing tackles in open space. He actually needed that assistance so he could actually play a little bit freer. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to see that they needed a linebacker, a middle linebacker, to sit beside Mr. Queen in order for him to be successful. So as far as I'm concerned, we got rid of a queen, but we got a king, folks. The queen is dead. Long live the king.
Makes sense.
Yes. All right, let's pay some bills. All right, so like I said, I appreciate the funds donation from Kenny D. Even though we know that they didn't lose the number one player. We didn't lose number one player. And in other news, I'm old. Thank you for reminding me, Brooke. Today, I am 41 years old, and I share this birthday with a few cool people out there. One of them I served with in senior NCOA class, Blaine Fault. So happy birthday to you, man, if you're out there watching. And then had another birthday twin, a couple of birthday twins, matter of fact. John Carter. I know that y'all probably like, who? Virginia? No. John D. Carter is a retired master sergeant in the Air Force, and I think he works still down in San Antonio. Real cool cat, one of my good friends. But happy retirement to you. Hopefully everything's still going well, and happy birthday, man. But 41 feels like 41. I mean, you see it, the hair missing and all that good stuff.
Oh, and he is not the oldest man in the house. Our dog Hero is 91 in dog years.
Like, I'm glad he clarified that, because I'm like, who is this old man? Tony got somebody over here.
It's Hero.
Okay. About to be some smoke in the city. All right. Brooke says, Kenny, he didn't come with Rose, so good luck. You didn't get Roquan, so it's a package deal. If you get one and the other, I think the Steelers would have been a lot better. But we still got Roquan, and guess what? Simpson on the defense side of the ball, Trent Simpson, is going to ball out. You watched that game where we lost the Steelers, but it was basically a sit all starters type of game. We got to see what Trenton Simpson was made of. Boy had a sack. Dude was doing tackles for loss. He was just like a missile going all over the field, and I think that's going to be something to watch. It's going to be just a full on. Get your popcorn ready as soon as this guy hits the field, because he's excited to play hair on fire all over this field. So glad Trenton Simpson is with the Ravens. Goodbye, Queen. Good luck with the Steelers, man.
Why does that sound like a Dragon Ball reference?
Who?
The hair on fire thing?
Yeah. Oh, Lisa's here. All right. What's good, Lisa? She said, please forgive me for being late, but it made it. Oh, my God. Dude, we are sitting high right now. 36. Hey, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Cameroon, I think he's still doing class right now. But
I really want him to get his silver or subscriber plaque.
Oh, okay. Cameron he's got a goal for me to get a silver subscriber. I just want people to hang out with on Wednesday night. So, hey, look, 36 of y'all here. Appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all say what's up and hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know what's going down. All right, here we go. Delicious says, not gonna lie, I feel some type of way. Queen and Gino leaving us to play with the ops. Yes. So hopefully for them, that was the offers they could find. When it comes to Geno Stone, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited for the dude's story. I'm not saying I'm a Bengals fan. I am just excited because we said we didn't want him, then we brought him back. Then we said we didn't want him again. We bring him back and we get to see what type of talent. We saw that he has certain potential each time. And then he comes through, gets 7 interceptions last year, and goes and gets a payday. I'm excited to see his journey and how it continues to go. And as long as he's not balling against us, I don't care. But I really want to see this guy do well because, you want to see those Cinderella stories where Ravens, they picked him up off the street and they just brushed him off. And he turned into something stellar for this team. Honestly, I wish he had been starting instead of Williams the full season. I'm not big on Williams as I was before when he was in New Orleans and intercepting Tom Brady like crazy. We're not seeing that same type of dog out of him or whatever. We're seeing production. Don't get me wrong, it's production, but it is not ball hawking mentality like Geno Stone. Geno was doing it part-time. He's sitting here having a sandwich on the sideline chilling, and they saying, hey, Geno, come in. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take that ball. I got this.
Okay, so I may be a Chiefs fan, but I can't ignore the fact that the Ravens are the GOAT. With all these facts,
Thanks for that.
and all of the amazing players, the Ravens are just the best team in the NFL.
Okay. So, we got a fan. I'm telling you, the boy is still a fan here. It's Chiefs won and all, but he still is a huge fan. So, he's a big fan of the Ravens, too. So, let's get it.
But still, the Ravens versus Chiefs game would be just two GOATs fighting.
Okay, so I think he's talking about Jason La Canfora. Why does he have a job at 105.7 The Fan? I think it's just about creating the drama for him. I know he got basically released from NFL Network. I know a lot of people think he is very controversial over at 105 The Fan. If you ask anybody on Russell Street Report about 105 The Fan, they're probably going to tell you it's the most trash station ever. And they'll give you full on the breakdown of Jason La Canfora, but I call him Jason La Catfora because he misses all the time. That's just one of those guys when it comes to, if you hear per Jason La Canfora as far as a source, just know that look for the double source because Jason La Canfora is not a legit source for anything. All right. So anyway, Delicious says, get him, Cam.
So, Dad, give us a few examples of how he is capped.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll go back and we'll look at some of the tweets of his later on. Brooke says, when she see Queen, it's on site. She gonna fight Queen on site. So this would be one of those situations where Brooke likes to pull up on players and fight them in the street. I think she's pulled up on Jimmy Smith a few times, Michael Crabtree, Matt Elam. Let's see here, Ronnie Stanley, Marlo a few times because that's her ex-husband.
Almost 40 people in the room.
Yeah. She done pulled up on a couple of these cats and just started just fighting people after games. I mean, Brooke has got a record for sure when it comes to the county over there. You got to know that Brooke will roll up if there's a bad performance. So Ravens players, just please be aware that she coming for your neck if you end up having a bad performance or if you were overpaid. Yes, or if you're injured, she will fight you in the hospital bed because she expects performance. She has very high standards. So please know that Brooke is working with the player personnel department as well as the nutritional team. They whip y'all back in shape. So just know it's coming.
Holy.
All right. Lisa says, nice try, Kenny. Not having it. I'm going to scroll down a bit, folks, because y'all put some comments in here, man. Okay, so another happy birthday. Lisa said, I don't look a day over 25. I appreciate it. They say black don't crack, but, man, I feel like I got a couple of them eagle claws. I let my ego out. So that age is getting me. It's getting me. Kennedy says, Lisa Smith will miss Queen. He knows he can't do it all by himself. That's why I said we got Trent Simpson. Trent Simpson is going to be that dude, man. All right. So as far as Queen's goodbye post was not received well on IG, they're giving it to him. I want to see what that goodbye post was. But, like I said, he really craves to be the bad guy. Y'all saw what the attitude was when he was in Baltimore. And, Baltimore wasn't going to stick around and pay a non-Alabama player or a full-on a non-Alabama player and an LSU player, he won't get no second contract. We know this, especially how much the Steelers paid him. They paid him cheap. We could have got him for cheap. $13.6 million is what they decided to pay this dude. We could have paid that. We just chose not to pay that. That's why he made the ultimate move and went to the enemy. It's because of the fact that Baltimore could have paid $13.6 million, but we just chose not to and let him roll out. But, we got to save money. The question is, what are we saving this money for? What is all of this money being saved for? What is Bowser being cut for? What is Morgan Moses being traded for? That one hurt. That one hurt because we still needed that solidified right tackle, and this dude has only missed 3 games for the Baltimore Ravens. It's been a decent right tackle. The issues have been in left tackle because Stanley hasn't been healthy. But why did we send this dude back to the Jets? We just gave Aaron Rodgers a significant weapon. Not just 1, but 2, because John Simpson is now over there as well. It hurts. It hurts, man. All right, let's see. We're scrolling down. Delicious says, I knew PQ would be a Seahawk or a Cowboy. He could have went up the streets to the Commanders and nobody would be hurt. I think even Queen doesn't want to go to that dumpster fire organization that's just across the Beltway. The Commanders are. I think if you go into the Commanders, what you're saying is, I'm okay with losing. Give me my check, bro. Like, at least if he's going to the Steelers, that he has a decent chance of being somewhat competitive in the division, because we don't know how the AFC North is going to turn out every year. I mean, last year we thought the Bengals would be at the top of the division, with the Ravens maybe being in second, and then the Browns, and then the Steelers at the bottom. But that's not how everything turned out. But it is what it is. The Steelers will be somewhat competitive this year, especially with Russell Steele Wilson now. Because he's probably going to have some crazy comment about Steel Up or Steel Town, something, I don't know. But he is now the Steelers' leading quarterback. So we're looking good as far as competition-wise. I mean, Russell is not a jump into somebody's new system type of quarterback. We saw that in Denver. I don't think it's going to pan out too well. And they just traded one of their top targets in Deontay Johnson. I think he just went to the Panthers. Good times. Anyway, keep rolling. Who had 26 touchdowns last season? Was that Kane that had 26 touchdowns? Not Kane. I mean, Henry.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
Can you put the Cash App thing up?
Cameron still wants his money. I'm sorry. Hang on just a second. This boy wants his bag, and he wants his bag bad. So, like I said, Cash App's there.
Well, for the record, a bunch of people joined since you last put it on.
Okay. You'll get your bag, man. They'll even do it in a they either do it in the Super Chat or they can do it on a Cash App. No matter. You gonna get yours. Just chill. All right. So, yeah, he got low ball for sure. I think when it came to Queen, the thing is was it a low ball? I think they recognized that Roquan Smith is the key to unlocking players around him. Like, with him and Hamilton on the field, everybody's able to elevate their game so much more because of the disciplined play that both of those players have. And just to have so much talent at every single level, I think that's why the Ravens could let him go, because we got Madubuike locked up, we got Roquan, and we got Hamilton. That allows flexibility within the defense to have superstars at each one of those levels of the defense. Let's see here what Brooke says. She says, I'm going to need Cincy to give us T. Higgins. It's only fair for Geno. Do we really want T. Higgins here? He wants a $30 million contract, Brooke. $30 million a year. I don't know if we got that kind of money.
I don't know. I did not do.
So there was a deal that got made that brought us out the hole. Madubuike's deal. So Madubuike's deal at the time, before the deal got done because he got franchised, we were sitting at $10 million. That was negative $10 million. So we didn't even have no money. When his deal got done, that moved us up to zero. And then we started moving more money around. Actually, I think his contract It was less than that, so we might have actually been in decent shape because of his initial contract year number. Now, with Morgan Moses moving out, Tyus Bowser being cut, and other moves that were made, a restructure with Stanley, which we don't know what the details of are yet. We just know that Homeboy hopefully took a cut and there was no restructure to push money down the road, because when we push nothing else down the road with Stanley, we need to go ahead and part ways as soon as we can. Go ahead and shake hands, and say thank you for your service, and then peace, because he is not that dude anymore. But Ravens got offensive line questions.
Yeah, you definitely have. You guys definitely have the money. Yeah, for it.
We got the money. All right, you go talk to EDC, man. We ain't never got none. Usually, EDC stand for every dollar count.
So, I'm just gonna estimate here, and say if each of those players that you said were cut or signed with someone else was for $30 million a year, that would have cut about
30 mil. You get 30 mils. All right, let's ask the next question. D says, what is more likely, them bringing OBJ back or Mike Williams at a similar price? Do we want Mike Williams? Do we want somebody who's going to be injured a lot? Dude has high performance. He does have some peak performance moments. But how many times was he injured for the Chargers? Did he really bring the production up for the Chargers, or was he just one of those guys who comes in for a good 4 or 5 games and then is injured for 4 weeks and then comes back sporadic? Do we need that? No, we don't need that, man. We don't need that.
Okay, that would be about $240 million a year or worth of players cut.
No, math's hard. It's hard nowadays. They
I
got
was estimating if they all
they got Common Core going on. I don't know.
$30 million a year.
But as far as to answer your question, Adi, I think when it comes to OBJ or Mike Williams, bring back OBJ. I think OBJ still has something left in the tank. We know that it's not as significant as it was going to be, with any other team because of the way our system's set up. But we know that if he's given opportunities, he's going to take advantage of that. I think he had that 65% catch percentage last year. I think that's pretty decent. Now let's keep this guy rolling. And then I think he's not going to break the bank. We know that. He knows, that I think that last contract, 18 mil, it was over-exaggerated by us. But I think this past season, seeing some production, it wasn't through the roof. It was decent. And he knows he's going to be second fiddle to Zay. He probably going to come back for a good 11 mil. I don't know if that's what the Ravens can afford to do. But I think they would like to get him on a 2-year deal and see if they can push some of that money back down the road a little bit. But, you familiar with Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay. What number is Odell?
I don't know his number, but I've heard of him. Oh, 3.
Yeah, so he was number 3, and he was a pretty exciting player for years. And then he got injured, but he almost ended up, I wouldn't say winning Super Bowl MVP for the Rams, but he was pretty exciting in that Super Bowl for them before he tore his ACL. He got hurt, came back to us, or he came and joined us, and he's been pretty decent. And he brings the excitement. I think he puts fans in the stands. I think that's, sometimes you need that for that momentum in order to keep going forward to be one of the best teams in the league. All right, so we're scrolling down. Lisa says, we don't need Mike Williams, if you ask me. I am with you. I'm with you. Travis, what's up, man? Travis said we need a draft a wide receiver. Look, y'all need to get off this Keon Coleman dream. Like I said, when you look at the transactions that happened today, it floored me because we lost John Simpson in the offseason. And so that lets me know that Cleveland, we're going to expect a lot out of. Zeitler, I don't know if the contract talks have finished or what when it comes to him. Like, is he coming back as a Raven full-time? What are we going to do about a player like that not going to be on a team and then missing another starting guard? So basically we're walking into this new season with Linderbaum. We got, of course, Makari, wherever he's going to fill in at. We got Stanley. And
What about Hamilton?
we don't have we're going to figure out who's going to be, I'm talking about for offensive line.
Oh.
We're not going to have right tackle starting Morgan Moses. May not have Zeiler, and we won't have John Butler. Or it's going to be John Simpson, where it got Butler from. But to go in with that much change on the offensive line, we have to take a look at what's important. Look at that. Yeah, we have to take a look at what's important for the Ravens right now. It's the top priority, and it's got to be offensive line. Yeah, in later rounds, we could go and take a look at a wide receiver. But to be honest, when you're looking at this here, I mean, like I said, Morgan Moses was the biggest piece. John Simpson, Dude didn't hurt. Dude did not hurt that much. And Dude went to Duval, very fitting. Gus, I think Gus hurt a little bit. When we lost Gus Edwards, I feel like he just got tired of not being used. Every time we get to the playoffs, we don't trust that dude, man. We just we get there, and we get there on a 3,000-yard rushing offense. I'm talking about 2019, but I'm just saying we get there because of what we did on the ground. And Gus was probably a part of that. And he's like, yo, I'm ready to lead this team, ready to do my thing. Coach, put me in. And they're like, all right, man, go ahead and get in. 16-yard run. Gus, sit down. He just had a 16-yard run. Gus, we're not running the rest of the game. Sorry, it's just the tempo. It's what we had planned. It's what we're doing. Why are we doing this? I know King Henry's going to have a bigger voice of leadership in that offensive huddle. He's going to have a little bit more to do with the game plan because they're going to make this game plan go all around him.
So tell us about some of these less-known players that were cut.
So less-known players like Tyler Ott. So he was a long snapper. And then...
Yeah, what did he really do for the team?
Well, I mean, without a long snapper, you can't really kick field goals because who's snapping the ball that distance? So we're going to miss some of the smaller guys, but let's pay some bills, yeah. You got Voorhees, yeah. So I'm missing it. So let's say if Voorhees comes back healthy, that is a bolster to our offensive line. You're right about that. Let's see. Brooks says King Henry will average 10 carries per game. The thing is, remember when we used to run the ball 29 times a game? Yeah, did y'all see the record that John Harbaugh had when we run above 22 carries a game? This dude's only lost 3 games whenever we have ran the ball more than 22 times a game. Message, run the dang on ball, John. And I don't blame Gus for leaving because he went somewhere where there was an offensive coordinator who knew him for one, and also who could see they're going to utilize me a lot because that's what they do best is run the ball, or at least that's what Giro does best. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Giro. I'm sorry, I got to say it. But yes, the system does need to change, and so hopefully comes out with a new couple of tricks out of the bag when it comes to the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh and what they do over there. So best of luck to Giro, but when we play out, we're gonna beat the brakes off you. Bruce says, nah, I need at least 15 to 20. 15 to 20 what? Please don't draft a wideout. No more washed up, injury-prone West. Okay. Lisa says, Jermaine, which way is EDC going to go with the 30th pick? Like I said, offensive line. That is the priority right now. Unless they sure something up, and you know how they do. You know how this free agency stuff goes. It's gonna be revved up right now. Everybody's gonna get those top round, those top flight picks, or it's gonna be top flight players. They're gonna go off the board like crazy. But then I think EDC is gonna wait till that second wave happens and the third wave, and he's gonna see a player that matches. Hey, this is what we do in Baltimore. This could be a solidified starter. He's gonna fill in those holes at right tackle, at right guard, and at left guard. He's going to make us secure so that when we get to the draft, it's going to be best player available. And it makes sense to do all that so that you can feel comfortable when it comes to that first round, because what you don't want to do is go in there and say, I need something, and going to pick a player who could be a boom or bust type player without that security option in the back end of it.
Well, on the other hand, Ravens do have a particular talent of taking players that are uh, not bad into superstars.
Adi says,
Take Lamar, for example.
yeah, sure, they took a chance on Lamar when all 32 teams did not take a chance on him in that first round. The Ravens traded back in and got him, and it turned out all right. It turned out pretty darn good. A two-time MVP should be two-time unanimous, but two-time runaway is what we'll call it. Two-time runaway MVP. Remember, I coined that term. Adi says thoughts on Lad McConkey. Sorry, not a big fan. I'll be honest with you. When I'm looking at wide receivers, I'm looking for a guy who's gonna take over the game. I'm not looking for a Julian Edelman type. I want to see a wide receiver who is going to. I mean, and Keon Coleman was like I said, the tape was nice. His tape was nice. I'm about the LSU boys, so let me can I get a neighbors? Yeah, can I get a neighbors junior up in here?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so we'll go look at some LSU tape after this. But they got some pretty good wide receivers. I'll be honest, even during the regular season, I was watching those guys, and they were good. They were good. But are they like your Jamar Chase and your Jefferson type great? I don't know. Jury's still out. McConkey, same thing. He can end up being really, really good. Just I'm not a fan. Don't want to Baltimore. Brooke, Cameron just decided to pull off a hat off the shelf. It's been on the shelf for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I put this thing on in like 17 minutes ago.
Yeah, so it's a little dusty because it's been sitting on my one of my bookshelves for about 4 years. Rarely take it off. Anyway, Wilbert's here.
You gotta be kidding.
Don't you want to say hi, son? Say hi to Wilbert.
I don't like you.
Wilbur says the Browns made King Henry look like court jester. Oh my gosh, disrespectful. What your Browns gonna do, man? I feel like the Browns end up getting they're gonna slowly get better, just like they do each off season as well. But what are they gonna do in the regular season is the question. All right, so Nana says losing Gus, my heart. Our team has no respect for the undrafted free agent. When it comes to our team, here's the deal. When it comes to Eric DeCosta, he sees compensatory picks. When it comes to compensatory picks, this dude, he just loves to see good players leave because he knows he's going to get something back for it. And I know that, for us, we're just like, he seriously let that dude walk out the door. He knew this offseason there were going to be players that he couldn't retain, but he knew that there was going to be picks that come back that he could use during the draft. Every pick for Eric DeCosta is a lotto pick. And so he's using those lotto tickets to cash in and try to hit on as many players as possible. And he's done pretty well. So you gotta get him.
Let me tell you something. The Ravens compared to the Browns are like a blade of grass, and the Ravens are like an elephant.
Okay. Good analogy here. Saying you're gonna stomp all over the grass there. Hopefully it's not like Augustine grass. He's gonna eat the grass? Okay. Cool. Yes, losing the Gus the Bus does hurt. Offensive tackle or corner would be a good guess. I think that is a really good guess. I mean, but Stevens there, we still need, we got Humphrey. I'm hoping that Marlowe is healthy, good to go, still got some gas in the tank left. We won't have to worry about that. But who knows? I think it is time to draft his replacement. And then with Xavier Howard maybe that's something we go for in the free agency is pulling in Xavier Howard in the building. But it's probably going to be expensive, though. What we got? Hey, looking at the checkbook and see what we got. Delicious says, I'm kind of hoping we move back in and get more picks in the second round and get a tackle and a wide receiver. Smart. I mean, it would be smart. We're sitting at 30, at the 30th overall. So there's 32 picks in the first round, right? But so if we get all the way to pick number 30 and somebody says, hey, man, I want that 30. I want that number 30 spot. I'm gonna give you my second rounder, and I'm gonna give you a fourth rounder. Do you take it, or you stick at the spot?
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna keep my 30th round pick.
Okay, so because he wants his first overall player, and it makes sense because you get a 5th-year option on players that are drafted in the first round. But you go in the second round, the good side of that is it's a cheaper contract, so you can save a little money on the cap. But you don't get that 5th-year option on a second round type player. So I can see both sides of it. Nana says she cries so bad. She loved Gus Edwards. No. I'm gonna miss Gus, but I think bringing the king to town is a great deal, and we're definitely happy to have him here. I don't know what's up with Cameroon, man. He just is not here. I know class went a little long, but jeez. All right, what do Wilbur do now? Threw some shade out here somewhere. Okay, so that was the Court Henry. Wilbur says Mahomes is like a blade of grass, and Baker is like an elephant. I'm gonna let y'all two square off, and you go ahead and say what you gotta say, son.
You are the worst thing about the show. Like, I love this show, but the second you come in here, or I despise the comment section.
It's not that bad. He brings entertainment to the building, man.
By annoying us.
Yeah, man, but pays bills. All right. So Travis says 2013 cornerback memories hurt. We had some pretty rough years when it comes to cornerback. I mean, when Ladarius Webby was our top guy. In his prime, he was good, but then it was a very short-lived prime, and we had some tough years. When we were worried about Dominique Foxworth being the top guy, I mean, we picked him up, and I don't think he ever had an interception, or maybe he had one interception in his career before he came to Baltimore. I mean, it was some tough times. All right. So Nana says it is time to draft Humphrey's replacement. Go ahead and put some comments in there who you think it should be. Kenny says Jameson Winston must have bumped his head signing with the Clowns.
And Wilbur
Jameson ain't really had it together. I mean, the Wookiee man or Jabba Wookiee, he ain't really had no sense anyway. So yeah, you could see why he would sign with the Browns. I mean, you sign where somebody wants you. And look, if Cleveland wants him, cool, they can have him. The dude could come out and throw four touchdowns a game, but he might throw 4 interceptions because he's just like throwing effort balls. Hopefully somebody will catch it.
Wilbur, if you're going to annoy me, yeah, at least say happy birthday to Dad first.
All right. So when it comes to the Browns, they're going all in this year because they just brought in a pretty decent wide receiver, but that wide receiver is on his last year of his contract, and so is, I want to say, Amari Cooper. And I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank for a second here, but I'm like, who is the wide receiver the Browns brought in that they just traded for? I know, of course, as soon as they got signed, the Ravens were like, oh, we should have did that. So, of course, we always think like, oh, we could have paid that. But let's be honest. I mean, are they going to actually give up the draft picks or pay the contracts of these guys that other teams are signing? Some people are taking bigger chances, and that's going to hurt them down the road. And then you got teams like us. We do play it safe. I mean, it is what it is. And I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. But because we making moves. For those of y'all who don't think we're making moves, King Henry was a pretty solid move. Yeah, he's one of the older running backs in the league, but I mean, we're making moves. Jerry Jeudy could have came to Baltimore, and he could have came for cheap. But look, it just didn't happen. And Deshaun Watson's got 2 really good targets now. I think he still got Eli Moore over there as well. So he's got some targets. And the Browns going to be competitive this year, no doubt. All right. Wilbur says, thank you, young man. Very nice compliment you gave me. I appreciate you, too. That boy lives in your head rent-free, son. Rent-free. All right. So right now, like I said, we got 49 people in the room. Can I get 49 likes in the room, please? Still us a favor and smack that like button. Yes, you were talking about Cooper.
50.
No, 50. Yeah, okay, let's get 50 now. All right, Delicious says, I actually like what the Browns are doing, especially for a team that doesn't have a lot of money. That is true. You know, when it comes to uh, Cleveland, they, like I said, the last, I'd say even 4 seasons, this has been a team, right in front of the camera. This has been a team that has built winners. They have built really solid teams, and it's continuing to. It's going to show this year because they got a squad. They got a squad. So, shout out to the Browns. It's going to look like a really solid year for them. But we still coming with that purple. I said, Wilbert is a Browns guy. I'm sticking with my Ravens purple. Yeah, amen, Lisa. Everybody else likes the Henry move, but some of our fans, rookie, we already know, like we can't do nothing right. And I know that on the Ravens Flock page, I mean, we could even go there right now, and I guarantee you, the second we pop up on that page, we're gonna see some hate. Let me see here. I'm gonna log in to Facebook over there. We'll just take a look and see what's going on over there. But yeah, y'all let us know what you think is the best offseason move so far for any NFL team. Like who's winning the offseason right now? What team has truly made it to where they're in the best position?
I just thought of a nickname for you on YouTube. It's a good one.
Oh, Lord. All right. Wilbur says we got Judy for a 5th and a 6th. Ravens could have given that up. The only wide receiver they hit well on the draft recently is Zay. And of course, the jury is still out on Rashad Bateman. I know it's kind of frustrating because we expected big things out of him. Out of his first 25 catches, 17 of those catches were for first downs in his first season. And then we see the drop off as far as the injuries. He claims he's not injury prone, but then there are also opportunities where, we should have taken advantage of throwing the ball to him and we didn't. And then it's just, there's potential there, but potential meaning you ain't did nothing yet.
Okay, my nickname for you on YouTube is Dark Raven.
Dark Raven. I'm pretty sure somebody else got that. All right, so let's go. We're going to check off. Let me see a couple more comments, and then we'll jump over to our Facebook of We Are the Ravens Flock, and then we'll probably close the show out from there. All right, said Brooks says Ravens fans could get their top 5 in every position and still complain. And we have top players at the positions, and majority of the positions on this team, so we can't complain too much. Brian Thomas, I think Brian Thomas definitely should be drafted. I think he's a bit high. I think he should go in like the 20s. I think that Neighbors should definitely go high, but I think Thomas is not as good as Neighbors. So maybe somewhere around 17 to 26 is where I think he should be drafted at. But as far as who needs that type of wide receiver, I mean, there's a lot of teams out there who are needing wide receivers. But you got to think about it. Is a wide receiver going to be the key piece for their organization, the key piece for them to go ahead and win? All right, what's Lisa says? She said, Lisa says, Delicious, I know I'm not happy about Derrick Henry. I'm very picky on whom I like. Why you not happy? Whoa, what did we miss, Lisa? Why you mad about Derrick Henry?
Everything I say gets used against me by Wilbur. Everything.
Delicious says, I wish we would have did that for Amari Cooper. I'm not mad on missing out on Judy, even though I like his game. Judy he's such an excellent route runner. I mean, when you see the twitch with this guy, he's putting people on skates. Love this guy's game. Great hands. I just don't think they used him as much as they should have in Denver. They should have used him a lot more. It would have made Russell Wilson probably still have a job over there if they'd have used him properly. Wilbur Gross says, the Dark Raven. I like it. Because y'all be in the basement when the season ends with no.
Everything I say gets used against me.
I told you this boy be coming. He got him, man. He got shade in the jar. He just like, he's got this whole shade jar. And every time we say something, he just goes and reaches into the shade jar and he just reads off these little shade comments like fortune cookies. That's what he does.
or he just has an app to generate things that will use our words against us.
All right, it says, take care, Ravens. Flock Kennedy's out for the night. Thanks for your best linebacker. Roquan gonna come knocking on your door. He is gonna knock on your door, bro. Let's see here. Anna says Kyle Hamilton, Isaiah Likely, and others were great draft picks. Oh, by the way, good night, Kenny. Said we'll just trolling. Well, yeah, you gotta let it roll off your back, man. He just troll. That's what he do. He does like Cure. He's good at getting in your head. All right, Lisa says, I'm willing to give Derrick Henry a chance. Give him a chance, girl. He gonna be a dog for us. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. All right, so let's see. Let me check and see if this works. We're at the point of the program where we are at What the Flock. And What the Flock is as we go through and we try to figure out what is going on with the We Are the Ravens Flock page and see what type of mentally challenging things they have pulled up today and posted.
Last time it was here, or this wasn't a thing.
All right. So here we go. Let's see.
But I'm pretty sure I haven't been here like since winter break or something.
All right. So the next, what have we seen up here? This is from Brooke. So let's see what Brooke put on here. A possible homecoming in Carolina. So they hosting Rock Hill and Jadeveon Clowney. There's a problem. So we could possibly end up losing Clowney to the Panthers. But the Ravens are still on the list. But he's exploring a return home. He was drafted from South Carolina. He's looking to go back home to Carolina. Oh, Lord. Ajabo better not get hurt again. Yeah, I agree on that. Let's see here. It says, how did we release Odell from a 1-year deal? Did we resign him at some point for a longer deal? It is murky when it comes to this dude's contract because it was a 1-year deal that had all these extra money on it. So imagine like we bought a pair of J's, right? And we was like planning on only wearing these J's for a full year. But we put it on a credit card, and that credit card had a 25% interest rate for over the next 4 years. So we still paying off the interest of that card, or on those shoes, even though we only wore them for a year and we probably gave them away to charity or something like that. That's what it's like having Odell. There's still stuff on the back end of the credit card that are considered void years. And it looks like he's under contract, but he's not under contract. It's basically we got stuff we need to pay off and try to sign him to a new deal that is lucrative for him that still doesn't take us and punch us in the gut for all of the void stuff that we got on the back end of that deal. All right, next, this is so random, but can we just appreciate how crazy Paul Kruger went during the 2012 to 2013 season? He was a beast before he went to the Browns. You know what happens when you go to the Browns. Sorry, Wilbur. Here's a thank you from Gus. So what a time we had together. Talks about how we embraced him. I'm pretty sure he should just go ahead and put something in there and be like, but except for the playoffs.
Yeah, Ravens takes decent players and turns them into superstars, but Cleveland takes superstars and turns them into absolute garbage.
Oh, so Delicious says, I'm hoping we get OBJ for cheap. Yes, hopefully we do. But like I said, the reason it's probably taking so long to negotiate with him is because we owe him money. And so before we can even get that deal, the new deal done, we still got to figure out how to roll the rest of those void years up and pay him right now what we owed him as far as from the past. So that's probably a difficult thing. That's why you don't put stuff on void years. You put money straight up front, what you can do right then and there. Somebody should have got a restructured contract in order to pay Odell his 18 last year. Just saying. So we got Travis says, EDC will be cooking in the draft. I love OBJ though. Yeah, for sure. So, of course, y'all see it. Like, Ravens fans are up on this Keon Coleman kid. Could be like a good younger version of Mike Evans, but just probably a little bit more acrobatic. I'm with it. I'll go check out those highlights later. All right. So of course we can't let you look at him on the show because of copyright and this, that, and the other. Get this whole thing shut down. All right. Hall McLaren Chris says Saints release Michael Thomas. Absolutely not. Brent Urban resigns. It's an move to me. Like I said, these are deft moves. Most of the time, we're looking for somebody who is familiar with the Ravens. He's got the size. You can't teach that. He can move up and down the line. No, Cameron would love to hear me say that. I know he's also pretty excited. Cameron is because we got Malik Harrison back, but that dude cannot cover a tight end to save his life. Let's see. Is Cameron on the show? Nope. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Next. Oh, there's an F-bomb. All right. They want D-Hop. Who is this? Keep rolling. All right. Bryce says, is it me or does it seem like PQ got blanked with his deal? I thought he would have gotten at least $80 million. I think we discussed that earlier. I think he probably went out there thinking he was going to get a lot of money, and he realized that the Ravens weren't even going to give him that type of money. And then so he's just like, screw it, let's play the bad guy. And that's why he's in Pittsburgh right now.
We can blur out those F-bombs later.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jamal says, what do you guys think we're going to keep Dobbins, Henry, Michelle, and Hill all together sound dangerous. Michelle? I don't know who Michelle is. Anyway, I think if we keep Hill, we got Mitchell. That's what we probably talking about. So maybe they recorded this with their voice. You know, Ravens fans, some of us, we got to get that higher education level. We got to do what we got to do. Anyway, Dobbins probably not staying, but who knows? But if a good 1-2 punch would be Henry and Dobbins, at least she was healthy, so that'd be something to see. Let's see. I'll go back here and pay some bills with you guys. Delicious says Keon Coleman got potential to be something special. Amen to that. Wilbur says Taylor Swift is the best player on the Chiefs. Cameron gone. I'm dead. You got him. You got him. Oh my gosh. Cameron just left on that. Oh my gosh. Well, we're definitely he brought the house down on that one, bro. Delicious says same. I would draft Coleman at 30, but now tackle is a desperate need. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I imagine the Ravens kind of like seeing what's out there as far as free agents and bringing in a right tackle, but for cheap. I mean, if the Kansas City Chiefs can win a Super Bowl with a left tackle that they paid less than $5 million, I remember that they paid less than $5 million for that left tackle, and they had a right tackle who was absolute trash, and they still won the Super Bowl. I mean, the rest might have helped a lot with that because of all the holding that was going on. It was a full-on family reunion on that field. Everybody hugging up so much. But if they can win with those trash linemen and underpaid left tackle, I think the Ravens can find a left tackle, or excuse me, a right tackle to fill in. Yeah, is our guy on the roster? Is Fele good? Is Sal good? For me, it's all about footwork. If they have good footwork, then they're gonna be fine. What we saw during the regular season, footwork wasn't all there. It wasn't as great as it could be. Yes, Mitchell. Yes. Cameron left the building. All right, we'll do like a couple more comments here on this on the We Are the Ravens, and then we're going to call it a night. We'll find out where Cameron went. Joe Flacco is with the Colts right now. Oh my gosh. Look, this dude says, look, I go where I want it. Nothing more attractive than a female who's actually into you. And if that female has to be the Colts, Joe got to sit there and be like, what's up? And saying like, they're about to rizz him up. But Joe, good luck to you, man. We know you're going to sling it. We know it's going to be a lot of picks, but it's going to be a lot of high-flying touchdowns, deep touchdowns until they figure out the scheme, and then you're in trouble once they make you roll out the pocket. Good luck to you, though. The Colts, they got a good one, man. They got a good one. Did well for the Browns last year. Comeback player of the year. Exceptional. I'm happy for him. Just don't expect to show up when you play against the Ravens. All right. Now I think this will be the last comment. It says, I would rather have DK Metcalf, but hey. So here it is, another person putting out a per sources type thing, whatever. This came from Jason LaCap forum. So like I said, y'all see anything from that cat, just know that it's not real. So sources saying the Ravens have called San Francisco regarding wide receiver Deebo Samuel. Expectation is the money just created could be for a veteran wide receiver. Okay. I mean, I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts on that. All right. So who did we pick up late from the Vikings, late in free agency? McKinney? Long time ago, right? So I would love DK Metcalf if he's available. I'm with you. Definitely, I'm all about bringing in a veteran wide receiver at the right price. These dudes, they're coming out like to get a star wide receiver right now. It would cost the Ravens anywhere from 18 to 30 some $1 million. I mean, if we're talking top tier of the market, Justin Jefferson, we got 30 mil? I ain't got it. You know, the GoFundMe or whatever for the Ravens cap and figure out how to push it in there. I don't think we got it. And unless we put him on a multi-year deal that's going to bite us in the butt on the back end, I don't think his talent level is going down anytime soon. But if they put him on a, let's say, 5-year deal and had him on an average of 30 mil a year and somehow try to figure out those first 2 years, let's say, not hitting the cap is significant to where we could build a winner, then cool, I'm with it. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't see that happening. So I say we get what we can as far as serviceable wide receivers and let Lamar do his thing. Because right now, Zay is that dude. All right, so Brooke is for sure saying it is time to go. All right, so I'm going to stop screen sharing over here. So the bandwidth doesn't slow down. But 56 people tonight. Fantastic. We did. I tell you what, y'all got me to where I am 100% falling off the couch. I am in love with this audience tonight. I appreciate y'all coming through. We had a good time. I hope y'all had a wonderful spring break. I had an amazing birthday. I ate some catfish. I ate some greens. I had a massage. And I got to watch Dragon Ball Z. So, man, all in all, it was a pretty solid day. I mean, and then, of course, hanging out with my buddy, Cameron, until Wilbur ran him off. But it was a good time. We had some good laughs. And I appreciate each one of y'all coming through. It's been a lot of love. And, what you talking about? I'm fired. How am I fired? I didn't do anything wrong. I sent the link to you, bro. It was in your inbox. What you want me to do, man? Brooke, go ahead and get your boy, man. Get your boy. Go ahead, you know what? Cook him some over. You talking about this thing? I'm finna go check this. Hold up, bro. Hold up. We're gonna look this up right now because I sent daggone email. Y'all about to get a Couch Writer exclusive email. Oh yeah, I'm finna share the screen on this. We share the screen. I'm going to go to this window here. Yeah, you're just going to take this here. We're going to take this Chrome tab. We're going to share this. Now I'm going over here. Can you look at my sent items? Right here. This one right here. Finally back. I sent the link. The link is within this email. We're going to open it up. Boom. You click this. You'd have been on the show. That didn't happen, did it? That's your fault, not mine. He's like, I didn't even know we had a show. All you had to do was text or hit me up on the email. They answer your email. Anyway, not my fault. He's like, you had a class? Yes, I've been sick. I'm still kind of sick, but whatever. We made it through. We did a great job tonight, man. It was great. So he big time now. You got to give me his job, Jermaine. Brooke wants your job, man. She wants your job, dog. All right. So Travis is asking, can I be on the show? I'm up for it. Not tonight because I'm about to peace out and go lay down. Because I got some birthday gifts. Got some new pillows. One that stretches all the way across the backside of the bed and actually holds a cell phone. Anyway, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, we definitely need Cam Root on the next show for sure. And man, like I said, look at the show tonight, man. 55 people. Let's get it. And I appreciate the happy birthday wishes, man. It's like I said, age, it feels like it. I feel old as all get out, but but it's all good. When you got good people like y'all to help keep me a little bit younger, I appreciate all the love that y'all give, all the support. Y'all are just big fam, and I really appreciate y'all. Brooke apparently cooked something and threw it away. Wasting food over there, I see. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. This is your couch rider, Raven. Look, when 55 people are in the room, let me get 55 likes. But it's been a lot of love. Y'all been taking care of your boy, and I'm going to keep taking care of y'all. We're going to try to keep it back Wednesday after Wednesday after Wednesday. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. 2 claps, fade to black.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect me. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.